So there's the first three names. Let's just go with that for the ship name. I'm ready to roll when you guys are.
Sure. You want to just count yourself in?
All right. Let's get ready here. 3, 2, 1. All right. This game is FTL, Faster Than Light. Basically a roguelike game in space where we're trying to make it through 8 sectors and upgrade our ship enough along the way to be able to take down the rebel flagship at the end. There's a bunch of different subtleties and stuff in the game, but we'll try to cover a lot of stuff as we encounter it here. The ship we're using here is a strong ship that focuses on boarding strategies, so we're going to be boarding the enemy ship to kill off the enemy crew rather than destroying the enemy ship. This gives us a little better scrap rewards and chances for some free stuff, like nice free crew and stuff like that. Free weapon, like that right there. Not a particularly good weapon for our purposes, but we can always sell that off for some a little extra scrap here. They took out our oxygen, not the most important thing. A lot of people overvalue oxygen in this game, but we still need to get that fixed up before we proceed here. The first thing we're looking for is another crew member, ASAP, so that way we don't have to keep cycling our crew back and forth between the rooms there. These aren't the crew that I'm really looking for, but we can make it work for now. We're going to go ahead and just grab an Inji here. So the Inji crew I picked up there are especially good at repairing things. I'm looking for another fighter is what I would like the most. Yeah, right here. There we go. Perfect. So we now have a good set of crew here. The Mantis crew does 50% extra damage to enemy crew when you're fighting them hand-to-hand, but they suck at repairing, so the Inji is kind of the counterpoint to that. So that means we've already got our set of 4 boarders, really good to kill off enemy crew very quickly here. Most ships in the game only have a 2-person teleporter, unlike this one with a 4-person teleporter, so that's a big part of why this ship is as strong as it is here. We'll just go into the next sector.
I have a $5 donation from Comatose who wants to know what it would take for DarkTwinge to do an explanation of the speedrun of Putt Putt.
I think we're doing that anyway, actually, right?
Yep, so $5 is going to be plenty for that.
Yeah, we'll be doing putt-putt after this run, and the awesome explanation of how that run works as part of that. Alright, the cloaking device we're activating here, as you can see, does not ensure enemy shots miss, it just drastically increases our evasion chances. So we had good odds of dodging that, but not perfect odds. That's okay though. Not the biggest deal to get that taken out. We can go ahead and fix that up. I'm using a little trick here to fit 4 people in the medbay at once effectively. Normally you can only fit 3, but you can also heal people up as they're moving through like that. Don't really need the store. Need a little more scrap. Looking to get some more various upgrades on our ship. Unfortunately, this ship we cannot do anything about. It's got the Zoltan overshield here that prevents me from boarding them. So we're just going to have to wait this fight out and jump away. With someone manning our engines here, it does increase how fast our FTL charges up. So it's not going to take terribly long, but just a little unlucky with that fight there. That'll happen. We're also in a sun here, which will cause random flare-ups like this. That'll put fires on our ship that can be annoying to deal with here. Hopefully we can put that out. Perfect, perfect. We got that out before it damaged the medbay there, so that's good. Rocket hit the teleporter, not a huge deal. Moving on to the next jump here. There we had an event with a deranged madman that had been stranded on some moon, and while there's a chance he will be happy and join up our crew, it's a lot more likely he'll be insane and try to kill off one of our crew instead. So we don't want to let him on board our ship here. Now we're in an asteroid field. This is another type of environmental hazard here, where little projectiles constantly hit your ship. That's kind of what we wanted out of that fight. We got more fuel. We were starting to run a little low on fuel, so it's very nice to pick that up. Gotta wait a moment for our cloaking to come off cooldown, but that's fine. We can give ourselves a chance to heal up here as well. That's good enough. We'll still heal up a little bit as we're jumping here. And onward to the next sector here. The strategies we're focusing on in this run here are to make the game fast and reliable. There are faster strats that can be used, but they aren't nearly as reliable. So we're kind of striking a balance to go very quickly, but not cause a loss situation here. We just lost one of our NG crew to the event, but we'll get him back after the event as well as a scrap reward, so that'll be a nice little bonus. They'll be fully trained and be better at manning whatever system they want to man for bonuses there. As I mentioned earlier, manning the engines gives you an FTL charge. It also makes your evasion higher, so it helps you dodge attacks. And now that he's a higher level, he can dodge attacks even better here. Oh, I need to rename the new crew that we got. Not used to renaming new crew because it takes time. Alright, Rita, Mita, Dirtman, and as a squid. Alrighty, there's our new crew members. We're usually going to hit any distress beacons we see along the way. They tend to be quick for the most part. Not always. This one did have a fight, unfortunately, but most of the time they'll just be little events we can go through quickly rather than having to deal with fights. This ship also has an anti-personnel drone, so it's a little more annoying to deal with, but we got a strong fighting crew, so we can take care of it. I'm going to use... let's see. I'm not going to need to, actually. There's a little trick I can do to shift my crew around if I need to, but wasn't necessary here. You might have also seen I used a little lockdown power. Those 3 crystal crew members that I start with have a lockdown ability that prevents anyone from entering or leaving the room that they have locked down there. And let's see, drone controls something we want. Let's pick up the halberd beam actually and fuel. We're looking for weapons to do raw DPS damage against the flagship. You'll see why with the strats I'll use later there. Okay. But yeah, so as I was saying with the lockdown ability, I can keep things. The most straightforward use here is that I'm going to lock down this room to prevent anyone from leaving and running over to their medbay there. I should have cloaked that. That would have been better there, but that's okay. But yeah, with the lockdown ability, no one can run away to go heal up or anything like that, so that means I can deal with a lot more threats without needing like special support weaponry to take out their medbay or anything along those lines. Yeah, you'll also see I upgraded some systems a little bit earlier there. We upgraded our engines and our medbay. The medbay to heal our crew faster, just so that takes less time, and the engines to give ourselves a little more dodge chance and to be able to run away from fights that we can't fight, like that earlier one with the Zoltan shield there.
I have a $1 donation from RDJ to name your 7th crew member The Law. Reminder to save the whales.
The Law. Alright. Get the Law in right after this fight here. This enemy had a cloaking device, so we had a little delay to the start of murdering them, but easy enemy crew members we can kill off very quickly. The law. Excellent. Alrighty. Our next upgrade, we don't have time to hit that distress. We got to just get out of here, go to the next sector. Next upgrade we're looking at getting more offensive tools, like I mentioned there, and upgrading our shields to, again, kind of increase our defenses, reduce the incoming damage we have here, like so. I should probably actually move the law into position, instead of having just chill in the cockpit as well. I've got a big missile, but we can either cloak it or potentially even kill him off before it fires. Okay, cloak that. Not guaranteed to dodge there, but very likely. So in Sector 4, there's 8 total sectors. At the once we get to Sector 8, we'll be looking to fight the Rebel flagship and restore peace and justice for the Federation. These guys have a med bay, so we want to lock them down, make sure they can't run off to the med bay. Since we've got that shield upgrade here, we don't need to worry about these lasers, but we will cloak the bomb in case that was going to cause any havoc there. The law is lazy. But we got the lot of work, it's cool. Law's doing work now, guys. Oh man, that's true, we could rename crew members if we get a donation fund for it.
$2.69 donation. Reminder to support your fellow speed friends and never ever give up. Put this towards renaming the law to Lil Z.
Alright, looks like we got a war. The law has been erased. Got ourselves a little Z. Like a nice, this background we see right here, you only see that when you're getting a free weapon, so it's always kind of exciting to see that background. We don't want to fight this ship. That's an automated drone ship. We can't board that ship effectively anyway. Not effectively enough to kill it. It doesn't have any crew there. Let's go ahead and grab another engine upgrade. Let's see. That started. Okay, that destroyed this, so that took out my door system. That's a random chance to give a lot of good rewards. It can also just damage the system there, which is unfortunate, but not a big deal. We're gonna open up that door to vent out the fire. We'll sell off that ion blast we just picked up here in the system repair drone. Alright, let's go ahead and buy this drone control. We're looking for offensive drones to go with it. They do drones do very good raw DPS, which is what we're looking for mostly. Buy a little more fuel, a few more repairs, and mosey on forward. Alright, so we can't take down this ship here. We can board it with our crystal crew members while we're charging up our FTL to get out of here, though. This serves two purposes. One, like, lowers their weapons to make it so they have less ability to hurt me, and two, our crew get combat training from fighting other enemies or destroying systems like this. So we're just damaging that stuff a little bit in the meantime while we're waiting for the FTL to charge up and get ready to get out of here anyway, since we can't destroy them.
We have $3 to rename Rita Mita to the law.
Alright, all caps. My apologies. The all caps was I thought I saw some complaints there, and that was the cause. Fair enough. Where are you going? This guy's going to help out his boarding drone, buddy. I don't approve of that. So they just launched a boarding drone at me. That is kind of annoying to deal with. And I should explain a little bit further about what I was able to do there with the crystal crew members we have here. They take reduced damage from having no oxygen. So standard crew, you can't really board the automated ships like that very well, but these guys you can do it with pretty reasonably. We're gonna just leave that breach for now. Actually, here, we're gonna have our NG virus go fix that up here.
Have $5 from Raikaru. Dirkman is now Franker Z.
Oh man, we got a whole all-out war going here for the names. I will try to remember these names when we're after the fight. I can't rename them until after the fight, unfortunately, but... Alright. So once again, they got a med bay. We gotta make sure they don't get out of here. And good to go. Alright, get that fixed up. Alright, Rita Mita is the law. No, we're not dismissing the crew. I was about to do Franner Z here. Everybody loves Franner Z. No one's voting to rename Azosquid. I mean, Azosquid, we all love Azosquid, but it is the virus. That's the most special crew member on the ship, you know. Dread's still on the crew. Dread is still on the crew. Okay, I guess, yeah, we'll heal up a little Z as well. Alright, go into the store looking for offensive drones here. Alright, combat drone, that's good. A little more fuel. Hit up the distress again. Distress beacons tend to be very quick, so they're good to hit. As I say that, we get another actual fight at the distress beacons, but so it goes, so it goes. They've got a bomb and a laser, or a beam weapon here. Those aren't going to really cause a problem. The big laser could, so we're going to save our cloak for that. But we're going to just murder them before they have a chance to do anything about that. Start these guys healing up as we start moving through here. So, no, I mean, we've got acceptable offenses. We're mostly looking at upgrading our ship, improving our defensive situation to make sure we're safe. Another free weapon. Glaive Beam is it's a very fun, powerful weapon, but not really what we're looking for in this run, per se. Unfortunately. Oh man, got all sorts of borders on me here. Alright. So they sent 2 borders over from the event itself, and then another 2 borders from the ship we're fighting. But that's okay. They have no med bay, so even if they port back to their ship, it's not a big deal. We'll be able to kill them off pretty easily here. Ooh, I missed my cloak timing on that one, so that was a little mistake there. Here, help him get that up so we have our evasion back up. Fires can be painful to put out. The NG crew members we have are the best at both just general repair and putting out fires, so it's definitely good to have those guys around for this. They're boarding me with one more. We'll finish them off and then board them and kill them off here. That weapon's on a 19-second cooldown, and the cloaking is on a 20-second cooldown, so it fires just before we get that off. We've actually got another new crew member now that we can have named. Should we rename that Rita Mita, I guess? I'll rename that Rita Mita until we get another...
Okay.
Another renamed there. Alright, and our pilot is a little shooken up. We're gonna heal them up real quick. Just to be safe there. Get our 3rd layer of shield.
Azosquid is now waifu.
Azosquid is now waifu. Alright.
Oh, the $1.25 to do that one. Which puts waifu on the chopping block for the next cut.
Alright, kill off their enemy crew. We got Scoops. Alright, I'm gonna dismiss Little Z and rename Scoops Little Z. and as a squid is now waifu. Alright. These are... I didn't practice the renaming strats, guys. This is tough stuff. Alright, we can get out of here before that solar flare hits and lights up a bunch of fires on our ship here. Let's assist. Nice, easy, free scrap there. This is renaming %, yeah. Yeah. I'll upgrade my piloting. Like, I don't need my piloting upgraded per se, but it is a nice safety. Having that buffer means that if I take damage to my piloting, I don't instantly lose all of my evasion, so that's helpful. As far as my sector selection goes, we've been kind of prioritizing green sectors. They tend to have more free stuff and less fights, so they're not only better for speed running, but also kind of just safer and better in general. Alright, they boarded me with a Rockman here. Rockmen are durable. They can hold their own against Mantis in a fight, but they only boarded with one, so we can easily kill them off and then go over, reboard them, and finish off the rest of their chums. This is probably going to hit. I got a good dodge. Our evasion's getting up there. 37%. Chance to dodge incoming projectiles there. Alright. Dodge the other one too. Nice. Alright, get those guys healing up. We're looking for another store. There will be 2 stores in this sector. Rock sectors have fantastic music, by the way.
Rita is now Hayaii. Hayaii.
Alright. This is madness, just for the record. Alright, rated asteroid field. We could either cloak the missile or the laser here. We've got 3 shield bubbles and a lot of evasion, so I think I'm going to cloak the missile, which is shield piercing there. It's going to be fairly close either way. They do have a medbay, unfortunately, so I'm not going to get the kill on those guys. Alright, but we'll board them again before they board us. Be able to, they're slow rockmen, so we're going to get like 2 of them in here, and then lock down the room, kill off those 2, and then let more in. So we kind of spread out that damage there. In the meantime, we can also punch down their weapons a little bit. That's another way you can use that, that lockdown ability, is to go into a specific room and lock it down so you can destroy it safely. Got a Burst Laser 3 from that fight. Again, not a particularly great weapon, but it's one we can sell off for some good bonus scrap here. So next store we get, we're gonna have a pile of extra money rolling in. I can't rename them until I leave the fight there. Alright, so that was, Ritamita is now Hayaii. I did spell that right, hopefully.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, so once again, they've got a cloaking device, so we can't board them immediately, but we'll be able to as soon as that's gone. They've only got 3 lasers, a beam, and a bomb, so they can't do a whole lot of damage to me. Bomb weapons, how they work is they do, they only do damage to your systems, they don't actually damage your hull, so that's pretty helpful. But I should be cloaking the bomb just in case it hits something important like shields or whatever, but not the biggest deal. Okay, these guys are a little tough, but we should be fine here. Okay, yeah. Because we've got the extra weapons training. I'm letting those shots hit, make sure nothing bad happens, and then we port back. Once again, moving through the medbay so we can heal up 4 people at once. And then we'll jump away before the next solar flare hits. We also can't, Alright, that crew member is just being dismissed. We can only have 7 crew members at most. Grabbing a few more upgrades there. Alright, there's a store. Very good. Lets us buy some repairs, maybe buy another offensive drone, and sell off our swath of extra weapons we don't need here. I will get some free repairs going into the next sector, but we'll buy a little extra just in case there. Yeah, that's reasonable. Let's, we're going to buy this hull repair drone just as a safety precaution. It's not something we really need, but it just makes the run extra safe. It's a very strong drone that lets us heal up our hull by spinning drone parts, so makes it pretty smooth there. Alright, definitely going to be cloaking the big missile here rather than the lasers, which my shields can block easily here. Get those guys healed up. That is sufficient. Alright, and board away. Let's see. So, we're not looking for too much else right now. We're going to be trying to upgrade our systems a little further.
Wow, I have a $15 donation from New Age Retro Hippie. $15 to replace Cat Bag with Bob. Cat Bag is poop.
Oh man.
Cat Bag is now Bob.
That is starting a fight right there. Thank you for the donation, Retro Hippie. I went ahead and ported my guys back to my ship there. I potentially could have lived, but it would have been really close. I'm not going to take the risk that we lose Franker Z here. Nobody wants to have Franker Z die off. What I should have done is lock down the room before all four of them entered, so that would have made it a safer fight, but this was fine too. Didn't take too much longer here. Alright, so Catbag is renamed Bob, you said. Rip Catbag. How the mighty have fallen. Gonna avoid that fight. Now we're heading into the last stand, the final sector here with its awesome, awesome music. Gonna go ahead and get the upgrades there. So that way we can get our halberd beam online. Yeah, we could use just a little more scrap, so we're gonna fight this. They're gonna board me, we'll kill those guys off, and then we'll board them back. We can cloak both of these small missiles here, so that's what we're gonna be looking at cloaking. They fire at different times, but that one's at 9 seconds, that one's at 10 seconds, so we can cloak them both if they're that close together. We won't be able to next time they fire, but we've got pretty good evasion at this point too, so you're not doing anything in weapons yet, so go ahead and fix the oxygen. Should be able to cloak this one barely. Perfect. Steal the civilian supplies. We don't strictly need to steal the civilian supplies, but I mean you gotta steal the civilian supplies, right? Just on principle, I would say. It can result in some better rewards there as well. Okay, so we need a little more power. Everyone is in position. We are good to go. Let's roll out. So we don't have quite as strong of offensive capability as we'd like. We've only got the one offensive drone, but that's fine. We've got the hull repair drone as a safety backup, so we're pretty good to go. Now we're going to be fighting the rebel flagship here. The basic strategy we're using on this is that we're going to be boarding the shields of the flagship here, killing off the enemy crew, and then once the crew is dead, we're going to be using our boarders to just punch down the shield system here so that our weapons can get in and finish the job, basically. Lockdown, so nobody gets...
Flurry of $2 donations.
Flurry of $2 donations.
To remove Bob. and restore Catbag to its former glory.
Alright, we can do that right after this fight. I did a quick, what we call the truffle shuffle to move my crew around so the Franker Z doesn't die here. Move them into position so nobody has to die off. Okay, they want to kill Franker Z really badly. Basically, it's a little positioning trick where we get to move our crew around a little bit here. Let's see. Yeah, Judge Dredd's fine. Okay. Little hurt, but all the enemy crew are defeated here. Gonna go ahead and launch our combat drone.
Yeah. I was expecting like 10 to show up at once.
Gonna use our halberd beam to cut a slice across 4 of the rooms here for good damage.
He wasn't even here. Keep
Alright, phase 1 dead, and we are restoring Catbag to its rightful place. Yeah, go ahead and fix the cloaking just to be safe there. Catbag has been restored. A valiant effort, Retro Hippie. No, we don't really need the repairs. That's good enough. Let's roll. So we're going to board their drone system first here. We're going to do 1 damage to the drone system. That disables this boarding drone right here that was about to crash into one of my systems. So we take that out before it causes a problem. We're leaving our sensors down. We don't really care about fixing those up. We're going to go ahead and cloak the missile volley here. Right now they're going to also do a power surge, but that's not really a big deal. That's not going to cause a significant threat to us on the difficulty we're playing on here. And phase 2 is going down fast. It'd be a little faster if we had a second offensive drone, but it's just fine. Just fine. Don't need to buy anything else here, so we're just going to book it straight for the flagship. Now phase 3 has that super shield, that overshield we talked about earlier on the Zoltan ship, so we have to take that down before we can board them. So that'll be just a little slow to start, but be fine after that. Power surge is okay, not too bad, not too bad. Alright. If we needed to be extra safe, we could have boarded their missile bay here. If we do that with a 4-person boarding party, 2 will land in the missile bay, 2 will go to the piloting, so we could take out their missiles and destroy them to be extra safe, but that is not necessary. We're doing just fine. Now we're gonna leave our crew punching down their systems, because that's possible. It saves up to 2 seconds. If we get, because every time you destroy a system, it causes 1 hull damage here. So, there we have it. That was FTL in, how long? What was our time? Our time is a mystery.
3303.
3303. Okay, not too bad.
It's pretty good with the amount of typing in the run.
Yeah, for that is certainly my fastest rename all the crew repeatedly percentage run. But
so
yeah.
If you would like, you can go ahead and just get Putt-Putt ready to go.
Okay. But yeah, if anyone hasn't seen this game before, it's a really, really awesome game. Definitely recommend it. It's really good in that it is very challenging, but you can still consistently win it if you play well enough. So that's something I really like about FTL. There's our stats on that run. But give me just a moment. We'll be switching over to the glorious Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo, children's point-and-click adventure classic here.